Good afternoon. It's about 1:30. I'm going for a camino por la playa, a walk along the beach, and gonna go visit my buddy Freddy that does the makes me t-shirts and hats, and he's done this special design for me that I created. Stole a bit of the image off the internet, but I created this myself, and I'll reveal all that when we go see him, and I'm gonna highlight his place on Google. But today it's a great day. It's 30 degrees, feels like 35. Beautiful, beautiful. There's a nice breeze I can feel coming off the ocean here. So we walk down. Again, though, like I said, one of my other videos is make sure you wear protection. Sun's intense here. I was also talking about how we live here, and we don't live as tourists. We do go out, of course, to restaurants and bars sometimes, but most of the time we're cooking at home, taking walks, doing things that don't cost, seeing nature. Another thing that we do too is I'm just going to show you the ocean here while I talk. Is we don't spend money on streaming services. We limit any of that. If we do get something, it would be quite limited or short period. Just a way of saving money, just like we do free online banking. You have to find those little things. We get nickeled and dimed to death, especially like banks are nickel and diming us, right? So find some free online banking, and watch all those apps those streaming services and things like that are costing you monthly. I think that's important. Unfortunately, these stairs got washed out last year. The sand is so intense this year with the Melissa bringing in all this more sand here. It's beautiful because it's just so sandy. Anyways, I pick it up again when we go see Freddy. We're on the street in Cabarete here. I'm gonna go see my good friend Freddy down in one of the local communities called Callejon. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of show you a little bit of the street action here in downtown Cabarete. As it quieted down as I turned my camera on. It gets quite hectic here, and the driving can be erratic. So we'll walk along here. Forgot my mic today, so hopefully you can hear me okay. It's quite loud here on the street. Got to have your head on a swivel here. moto conchos, the motorcycle taxis constantly want to give you a ride. We pretty much walk everywhere in town here. That was the Carlitos. They're like a guagua. They drive back and forth. I believe it's Puerto Plata all the way to Rio San Juan. Same with the guagua. I'll point out a guagua. It's like an oversized minivan. They'll put in about 14 people, and that's their busing system. 100 pesos to go from Cabarete to Puerto Plata. They do squeeze in a lot of people. The only road that goes through here, so all the transports, all the traffic has to go through here. Number 5. There's a national park beside it, so I don't think they're ever gonna build another road here. They could optimize it, but you know, that's not for me to tell them. Unfortunately, they allow parking on the streets, and it gets really congested as delivery trucks try to deliver to the restaurants. They'll close off one side of the street. My last video I was kind of telling you a little bit about ourselves and why we call ourselves a practicing expats. This is something you have to watch out for. In these countries, Mexico, Dominican Republic, Central America, South America, things don't happen quickly. See on the other side of the street here? That's barbed wire. There's my wife, Joanne. You should see around rush hour. This isn't even rush hour. Anyways, I wait for it to quiet down a bit, but it's just saying, I did tell you about our trip to Baja and then what we did in southern United States there in my last video. But the next year we ended up going to Florida and spending 6 months there, a few weeks in St. Pete's, and then the rest of the time in Bradenton. Just a few miles from Santa Maria Island. This is the local hardware store here. Everything you buy in there, you have to get a ticket from somebody before you go to the cash register. They upgraded the street lights here, even though a lot of people still don't pay attention to it. You'll see, it's hard to see right now, but when it turns red, it's the whole entire pole there turns red or green. People will drive, especially the motorcycles, they just will drive on the wrong side of the road, turn when they shouldn't be turning. So that's, I'm just warning you to beware. Don't be angry. That's just the way it is here. That's why I say have your head on a swivel. Even think you're walking the right way on the road, somebody might be driving at you or up behind you on the, well, you think you're safe on the one side of the white line, but you're not. You see how they just turn here? Anyways, we're gonna cross this. No, we're not crossing the street. We're going down to see Freddy. This is the local neighborhood, Callejon. This restaurant is bueno. Hola. A little bit of the local neighborhood here. You can get some really inexpensive street food here. There's also some good restaurants down in here. I'm gonna do another video and talk about the bills, the taxes, what you'll see on your receipts. Everybody's doing something here. Most people are always working, and not always working, but they work. And like I said before, there's not many people that sit there and beg at the side of the road, so they're always trying to earn a buck. I like to give to the local people, or not give, but I mean support them with the taxis and that, and not go to the big tours, because that's going to some big shot most of the money. We did a tour last year to one of the falls where you get to, you know, you wear hard hats and slide through the falls. Damahahanja, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I know I'm not. But anyways, it's about, I don't know, I think it was about 160 US per person to take the tour. It's actually only 500 pesos, which is like around $12 or $15 CAD. You know, take about $5 off of that of your US. And so we ended up getting a few people together, and we got our own taxi. The taxi was 150 US. It was actually a big van type, like the guagua size. I haven't shown you a guagua yet, but I will. They're just an oversized van. And we had 3-4 people split the taxi, and we paid $500 for admission, which is like $12 or $15. So that's the thing, is these tours, you think, okay, well, this is the easiest way to do it. You just go, they pick you up at your hotel, whatever. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, bien.
A lot of expats actually will live down here. One of the local stores here. If you go and buy a beer, you go to the counter, they automatically just open it for you. You have to tell them, no, don't open it if you don't want it opened. Down there at the turquoise building there is the local butcher shop. Cash only if you go down there. It floods down here real easy because we're close to the swamp, the lagoon. More barbed wire. Buy some vegetables here. Shoes. You get a much better deal down in here. you'll still get a bit of a gringo price, but nobody's here to majorly rip you off unless you're really naive. I suggest you get an app called Currency Plus. I actually registered it, but it gives you real-time currency exchange fees, or not fees, but currency exchange that day. If you register, it'll give you actually live real-time. Another little variety store. There's the butcher shop. Last year I came here and filled my backpack full of meat. We froze it. Probably thought I was kind of nuts. This is the street where Freddy lives, or Freddy's shop is. Hola.
Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, bien.
Freddy.
Está por allá.
Hola.
Hey, let's go.
Freddy. YouTube.
Ah, ok.
Oh, ¿cómo estás, amigo?
Bien, bien, ¿y tú?
Estoy bien.
Ya.
I'm working on my Spanish, but I'm gonna put you on my
Hola.
YouTube
Freddy.
channel.
Freddy.
Yeah.
Joanne.
Emposa.
Ah, sí. Yes.
Emposa. Oh, yeah.
Mucho gusto, pues.
Yeah. So you remember?
Yeah.
So Freddie made me this hat. I actually gave him the design, and I kind of stole a bit of it from somewhere else, but added my own, the North Shore and the Cabarete. And Freddie did that for me. He's got a machine back here, and I'll get him to maybe demo it. Yeah, see? This is his machine. He puts the image in here, and then the machine will do the work here. He also does t-shirts and sells other types of merchandise in here. I'll drop a pin on my comment here to show you where he is. And this is also, I'll just show you the hat he did here. He did some t-shirts with that on it as well. So I'm gonna get Freddie to see if he can do an image for me on a certain t-shirt. So I'll be back in un momento. The image there, and then see at the bottom. Bueno, clientele. So see, he brings it up on the computer. He's going to change RD because they say Republic of Dominican local here, but in Canada we say DR. Yeah, we say Dominican Republic, so he's going to change that for me. It's not a big deal, but it's just a little thing I wanted to have. Again, this is my design. I stole a little bit of the image from the internet, but created it myself. And then, of course, Freddy. Yes, bueno. Bueno, yes, see.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Here.
no, yeah, see. The master at work. Freddie did a bunch of hats for me last year and some t-shirts. A few of his own design, and then I asked him to do this one for me. And ended up giving him a bunch of my hats away and t-shirts, so I want to get some more done this year. Freddy makes t-shirts for the local policia. My Spanglish. There we go. We'll fast forward this a little bit in the video. Okay, see. It's going to be 25 minutes. We'll fast forward it a bit. Well, Rapido video on YouTube. Yeah. Aha. It says 24.2 minutes. You see the screen? Oh, it's showing it right there. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so as it happens here in the North Shore, we had the power go out. So we're going to continue mañana. Mañana. And I will see you mañana.
It's okay, Frank?
My friend.
Yeah.
Gracias. Muchas gracias.
Gracias a ti.
Yeah. See. Yeah, lagoon. He said to come take a look at the lagoon.
Oh,
So,
see.
yeah.
Adios.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to work.
There's the rooster.
No, I don't know where he is.
Hola.
Hola. Yeah, I don't know where. He squawks a lot. You gotta watch for cars. And stuff.
Oh yeah.
Might be hard to shoot around here.
Caminos or whatever they call that. I forget now.
So
This is a typical local neighborhood here. You'll see chickens, wild dogs. Even the dogs are friendly. Freddy said go look at the lagoon. I have seen this before. This lagoon runs right in the middle of Cabarete neighborhood here. Stretches quite far. It makes it difficult to get through if you're trying to get from one side to the other without going through the main street. In fact, it's impossible unless you go around. I have walked through the national park. I've spent hours in the national park, way deep in the jungle, with my expat friend Dave. We do have a video. We went to some secret caves in the secret caves of Cabarete, if you want to check that out on my channel. Here's a horse here. It's beautiful. Cool breeze here. And I don't know if these guys want to be filmed here either, but you will see You'll see expats that have immersed themselves into the country, live in these locations. Like I say, it's friendly people. Who's out there? Is that a bird? Oh, I thought it was a... Just gonna pause the video just in case I don't want to be filmed. Anyways, just said hi to everybody there, and everybody's friendly. It's normally what you get. This is the way they give you a beer at the variety store. Alright, we head down to the lagoon.
I had this really neat picture on there trying to take a picture. I was going to send it to Kathy.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
I was going to send it.
Hey, ¿cómo estás?
Keep on running.
I don't know. Maybe we can't get to the lagoon from here.
I don't think so. Well,
Laguna? No. You can. I can pass it. No problem. Yeah. Freddy told me to come down here.
Okay.
You know Freddy that does the t-shirts and hats down here. Yeah. I can come through here.
Yeah, sure.
Ah, there we go. Gracias. Muchas gracias. My nombre es Scott and esposa Joanne.
Mucho gusto, Anthony.
Tony?
Anthony. Oh, nice to meet you.
Yeah, you speak good English. Yeah.
Oh, sí.
I try
Bueno.
speaking English.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
un poco español, but we work on it a little bit. Yeah.
Es mejor tratar un poquito.
Yeah. Muchas gracias,
Yes.
amigo. Yeah,
Yeah,
muchas
gracias.
gracias. Yeah. So we can walk along here.
yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
My expat friend Dave that we're going to be seeing tomorrow, mañana, he lived right in this neighborhood, a couple of streets over, and right pretty close to the lagoon, and he was going to get a boat or canoe. There was a guy down there that had a few that I guess guys just said they can borrow them, and I got to ask him if he ended up going through here, because this goes right around. Kind of reminds you of a lake up north in Canada. Nice breeze coming through here. This is how they mix concrete here. Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás, amigo? Anyways, I was kind of telling our story a little bit more. After Baja, we ended up going to Florida. Like I said, we spent some time in St. Pete's, and then most of the rest of the time in Bradenton, close to Anna Maria Island. And while we were there, we planned a trip down to the Everglades. It was another sort of bucket list thing of mine. See the Everglades and see hopefully a crocodile and alligators. And I got to see both. It is harder to see crocodiles, of course. There's very few of them compared to the alligators. And the genetics of the two are separated by millions of years, so there's no interbreeding, in case you were wondering. But we happened to see in one of the national parks, there was a crocodile there just basking on the main road. We took a tram around, and I forget the name of the national park, but I will post that in the comments. We took a tram around, and there it was. One of the other tour guides announced, hey, he's sitting out basking and just sitting there. Hola. He was sitting out basking in the sun with his mouth wide open, which just means they're keeping cool. All sorts of beautiful colors. I can get a picture of that on here. I'll try to throw that in my editing.
The park biologist came out here and it took them a while to retrieve. Eventually they captured her. They measured her, they weighed her. They turned her over and determined that she is a female. People ask us all the time, is that an alligator a male or a female? And most of the time I have to say, I don't know. It's very difficult to tell. If an alligator is more than 10 feet, females don't get that big. If it's starting to nest, that's a female because males don't do that. But other than that,
This big area in here. Just normal everyday life in here. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Nice place here. Anyways, yeah, so we got to do the Everglades and went on a fan boat into one of the national parks as well. Seeing some small alligators. Wasn't quite the experience I thought it was going to be, but it definitely is a fun ride on the fan boats. Local mechanic shop. So I'll just mention one more thing, that we did drive down to Florida, so we drove down through the Everglades as well. Drove into a couple national parks, and I can't think of the names right now, but I will post them. Also did Google reviews on them. There's La Chabola. That's where we get our pizza from normally. And they have open mic here on Tuesdays and Wednesday nights. Did a Google review on that as well. I got some videos. Carlito, another Carlito there when you see that sign on top. See the red lights, the bikes don't follow the direction, they just go through them. Not everybody, but see, this guy's going to go right through the red light. Just the way it is here, you have to accept that. There's the surf house. that's a guagua there, one of them. Guagua meaning bus. Sometimes translate to baby. Traffic fatalities are quite high here. I think some of the highest in the world, unfortunately. They just can't control the traffic laws here. They try, but they have no control over, you know, handing tickets out is useless. Nobody pays tickets. 10% of people pay tickets, and probably 9.5 of them are tourists scared that they can't leave the country. What they do is they try to monitor ownership on motorcycles and scooters. And what they'll do is they'll set up the inspection site. Anybody coming through without a helmet or basically on your bike, you need to produce both wearing a helmet and also ownership of your vehicle. Either just the motorcycles, they'll have a flatbed at the side of the road. If you can't produce that, they're not going to give you a ticket. They're just going to take your bike away, and then you can go and go to the location and go pick up your motorcycle or your scooter if you can produce that information. And a lot of people can't. They don't have bills of sales or any kind of ownership or insurance or all right, so I just finished my walk on the beach, and I'm gonna go down and see Freddy, like I said, pick up some merchandise that he did for me. So if you're coming to see Freddy, and I recommend you do come down and see him. You gotta just pass the butcher shop here. It's called David's, and it's the next street. So here's Freddy. Here he's got my product ready here. I'm gonna ask him to make a few more things for me, and I'm just gonna show you what he's done for me so far. Bueno, bueno, bueno. And there's a hat. Getting more hats down. We're just waiting for more colors. And there's the gray shirt. And I already have my black shirt at home, but I'm going to show you later. I thought I'd end this video kind of the same way I started it. Camino por la playa. Walk along the beach. Here's the shirt that Freddy made for me. One of the 3 shirts he made for me. And he made me a bunch of hats as well. I don't know if you can see that all right. Hope you're enjoying the content of my videos. I'm trying to get better at editing. I just want to say one thing. If you guys are liking the videos, please give it a like and a comment. That's what YouTube algorithm looks for. So it'll help promote the videos and get it out to more people. So I'll just flip around to the ocean here, because I know you guys sitting at home definitely want to see this. Walking along this beach is one of the pleasures of my life. It just sucks all the stress out of me. Okay, so I'm trying to save you money with what I've learned. I've definitely made mistakes, and that's what I've learned from. So you're going to get a brain dump of my knowledge of that. I'm not the smartest person in the world. I don't know everything. I'm not 100% right. I don't claim to be. But what I'm going to give you is information that you can take it or leave it. I've got some content that I want to put up that I'm working on. It's going to be what you're going to see on receipts when you go to a restaurant. Do I tip? How much do I tip? Or do I tip at all? I'm going to also do a walkthrough of some common stores around here and show you where you can find things if you end up coming here. Specifically to Cabarete, but I'm also going to be traveling around Dominican here, and I'm going to share that content with you. So please give a like and a comment so other people will find it easier it'll be easier for them to find my, my videos. And I just want to say one thing to the guys out there. If you're not handsome, she better find you handy. Hasta luego.